On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Cardinals of St. Louis taking on the Houston Texans. NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Oh, what? First carry for James Conner. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
To throw is Murray. Got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 1 now. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
They'll try and run for it with Conner. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. Right back to Conner here on first. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at the defense for these Texans. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding.
Now looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Texans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. Powerful running. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Ready.
And they'll go right back to Pierce. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. When you look at this defense, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? They'll try and run for this with Singletary. There he goes, left side. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
To the right side and caught by Dell. Touchdown! Take Dell. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of...
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. He's on his way. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Pierce now up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The kick is good.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
Cardinals nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Connor going to get it again on second down. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you're going to take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Come on.
Here's Murray. That is caught. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down.
He came very close to absolutely destroying their defensive strategy, didn't he? Broke some tackles and came very close to picking up a 1st down. They've got to wrap up better.
Indeed, but they were able to get him down before that marker. 21-0 our score after 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They're going for it. It's Murray rolling to his right. Oh, and that is incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Go, Reed, go. Ready.
Hand off right side to Pierce. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Hurt. Right there, hurt. Big Lion. Hurt.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. Fights off the defender. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they were stopped on 4th down. Had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Biggest.
Here's Murray. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, it might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 96 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game
You think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 15. That one good for 33 in the first. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. And Pierce gets it again on second down. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Ready, set.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Mechie, the man in motion.
Ready.
Going for it with Pierce. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Here's Pierce. He is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Go.
Another carry for Pierce. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before half for Murray. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25.
Ready? Check smash. Check smash.
A run by Pierce begins the second half. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Stroud. And his throw here's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Stroud. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
That's one. Shoot. Omaha. 2-2. What?
Murray now on 1st down. Completes this to Elijah Higgins. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's good for 28 yards.
And a St. Louis 1st down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. Shotgun now for Murray. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Jerry Hughes able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Texans are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having, because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown.
There he goes, right side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 133 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you talk about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Handoff left side, Pierce. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Pierce gets this one running right. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Well executed there on 2nd down. So do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility. But now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Sheldon Rankins, former Saint and Jet, there on the stop.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now this time, Murray to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Past the 20. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Murray now. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Murray's got to have this one. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Elijah Higgins, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote's clicking off right now. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Right there, right there.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston.
In punt formation for the Texans.
Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1 yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1 yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
From his own end zone now, it's Murray eluding the pressure right. He's got Higgins over the middle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw, it's Murray. Able to push his way through. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Flush to his right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Murray now to throw. Hollywood Brown. And down right around the 37. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Big ace, big ace. Come back, come back.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Murray going to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Throwing now is Murray. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Texans are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
Let's go now.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.